COVID-19, and under Big Ten rules, he must now sit out for the next 21 days. His backup, Chase Wolf, is being retested today after he came up positive for the virus earlier this week. One item of note from the NHL today, an arbitrator has settled the contract dispute between Tyler Bertuzzi and the Red Wings, awarding the veteran forward a $3.5 million contract for next season. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and radio.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Thank you, Tio. 248-539-9797. Still ahead on the program. Wojo will join us. Wednesdays with Wojo coming up at 9:35. Dave Burkett of the Detroit Free Press Lions beat writer at 8:02 and 7:35. The best number 51 in Detroit/Michigan sports history. We're talking about the trade the Lions made yesterday. It's now a week before the trade deadline, and you knew some of these trades were going to have to be made earlier because of the COVID restrictions. Like Griffin, the Lions get, as Tony mentioned, Everson Griffin from Dallas for a conditional 6th-round pick. He can't play this week.
No.
But coincidentally enough, his first game will be against his old team.
Yes, it is.
In Minnesota against the Vikings, and you don't think he'll be fired up for that one. By the way, Everson Griffin did tweet out his reaction on Twitter to the trade, and he says, and I'm quoting, "Our journey continues to the great city of Detroit. To the Detroit fans, you all getting a mother fricking," and he didn't say fricking, he said, "dog ready to eat. Thank you for blessing my family with another opportunity to be great. I can't frickin' wait. See y'all tomorrow." Right, and he actually did not use those words. He used like an asterisk or,
Right. So he wouldn't get banned on Twitter.
Exactly. So he's ready. He is ready to play.
He is. And I'm excited to add him to the defense. And the reason I said earlier that it helps the secondary is right now, without the pass rush, and that was the big thing last year, without much pass rush, you can't, and I talked about Jeff Okudah. He needs to be better in coverage. The way to be able to make him better at coverage is to allow him to be aggressive at the line of scrimmage, put pressure on quarterbacks so he's not in coverage for 4, 5, 6 seconds.
Yeah.
This is a huge addition. If you were making a playoff push and you couldn't go out and find somebody, and hopefully they get healthy in the secondary, then, hey, pressure on the quarterback is always a good thing.
So, but what would I ask? There are a lot of people don't think, this is worth it because, it shows that their Quinn and Patricia are going to come back. Their minds are already made up. I heard Regan talk about this. Their mind's made up. No, I don't think their mind is made up. If they don't go on a losing streak or some situations happen where they don't even win 9 games, I don't think they're coming back. They're going to use COVID as an excuse. Look, I have no idea. None of us know exactly what she's thinking. But I think, look, you have a responsibility in your organization to a certain extent where, you are in this, not that horrible where you're going to get, Trevor Lawrence early in those sweepstakes. Do you want to be, in the middle of the pack, or do you want to take a step back? And I understand both. But right now, because of the situation, you got to at least show your players that you still want to have an organization that wants to win. And I think that this part of the season, what they're doing is fine. You're giving up a 6th-round pick conditional. So let's say it's a 6th-round pick. So we have 5 picks. Let's take a look at Bob Quinn's 6th-round picks. Actually,
Has it been a good round for him?
it actually has not been that bad. I mean, most of the players have actually played in the National Football League. Okay, Anthony Zettel. Okay, he played.
Yeah.
He also played with other teams. Brad Kaya, that was a bad one. Okay, Jeremiah Ledbetter. I saw him on the field. He's playing with Tampa right
He is
now.
playing with Tampa.
Travis Fulgham.
Where's he?
Well, with Philadelphia. Ty Johnson, who is playing for the practice squad for the Jets, and then John Hennessy, as I like to call him. He was a 6th-round pick last year. He was playing pretty damn well.
Yes.
So you can sit there and say, well, they're giving away a chance at another player. I don't care. Maybe Griffin will like it here so much. He's so good he'll sign for an extra year. He's a free agent. He is 32.
They're ready.
So you're not going to get a long-term deal with him anyway, no matter if he comes back or not. I think it's It's okay. I mean,
You're giving up basically a player to be named later.
Yes.
I mean, Jamie always used to say, and I agree with him about the overvaluing of late draft picks in this league. It's just, to me, it's ridiculous that you think they're leading, that anybody thinks they're giving up something.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so if you draft somebody in the 6th round, and I know you just went through some of those, if they're here for a year,
Right.
and then they're on your practice squad for a few years, somebody else picks them up. I would rather have a proven Pro
Of
Bowl
course.
player
Yes.
for the next 8 games, 9 games, and know that we're at least going to get some production. He's going to help us win now.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, if he's not here, it's the same as that 6th rounder going to the practice squad. He's not going to help you anyway.
Right. Nobody's saying that the acquisition of Griffin is going to guarantee this team making the playoffs either.
No,
It just
or
makes
long-term success.
You know, I think this is not going to be, I don't think Pro Bowl ever see Griffin, but it's not going to be where the Lions get like at the end of his career, Dwight Freeney they had for like a few games or whatever a couple of years ago. He was like nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and here's the other thing that it does. And I know we got some ticket text to get to, but if you go 9-7 and you get into free agency, depending on who the GM is, who the coach is, it's easier to attract some talent to a team that players think is actually going somewhere than it is to attract to a team that's a 3-win team.
Here we go. 9-7 and a playoff loss would get Patricia a 5-year deal. Playoff win, they might give him a lifetime contract. Our team sucks. See, well, look, yeah, if you're gonna, I'm just saying.
Playoff win might be a statue. I don't know if it's a life-term deal, but it might be a statue.
Well, I think, guys, I think this comes down to if you, the only reason you don't like this is if you've just completely 100% given up on Quinn and Patricia. I have.
The tanking group.
Yeah.
If you want to tank, this does not fit your narrative.
Correct, exactly. And look, nobody's sitting there saying this is going to make them a great team. That's, look, if you don't want Quinn and Patricia to be here, and look, if they don't like the playoffs, I don't think they should be here either.
This is a get your defense off the field move.
Yes. This guy must be washed up, Everson Griffin. Another Snacks Harrison. How'd that turn out, Stevie? Snacks was really good when they got him to the deadline.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the following year. Yeah. He's only here. This guy's only here for
The remainder
9
of
games.
2020 and
9 games.
Yeah, the start of
Okay.
21.
You're telling me the defensive coordinator didn't know about the trade? Joke football ownership.
No,
No,
that's
hold
not
on.
fair.
No.
He knew that they were trying to make a trade. It
Right.
happened when he was on air.
Yes.
It was finalized.
Yes.
If any fault is there whatsoever, which I personally don't think there is, it would be on the PR team and just saying, hey, let's not have the teleconference yet.
Or maybe it's possible the PR team.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, come on.
Yeah. There's so many things to criticize this franchise for. That's not one of them. 9-7 isn't good enough. Bob Quinn, January 1st, 2008. Well, if they don't make the playoffs at 9-7, I don't know if that's good enough either.
Yeah.
Okay? No one should be excited about a wild card position. We are not a top 20 team. We have an easy schedule. Losing a wild card game does not justify keeping the coach and GM. We will still need to clean house and rebuild.
Oh, so you're not going to be excited about getting in the playoffs?
I will.
I will be.
I know.
I mean, that's the whole goal. The goal is to win a Super Bowl. But you can't do it if you're not in the playoffs.
I think the judgment is in the next 5 games, and I kind of have broken it down to this. To think that they'll win all 5 is a little unreasonable.
Correct.
They should only lose 1. They really should. If they really are becoming a decent, good team, they really should only lose 1 of these. And I think the tell-all is going to be this Sunday. Because I think they play a very balanced team, and they don't have Griffin for that game.
Right. I have ticket text. The problem is that now Quinn and Patricia using draft stock for potentially the next GM and coach. Look, it's only a
It's a 6th round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, and I think, they've picked NFL players in the past in the 6th round, but I've been going through every single NFL team. There are a lot of misses in the 6th round as well.
Yeah, and this could be an impact player.
Yeah.
That you're basically drafted in the 6th round.
Exactly. Look, I understand people don't want these guys back. I get it. If they don't make the playoffs, they don't deserve to come back. And God forbid they make the playoffs, lose, and they get rewarded with an extension. I'm going to go crazy on that too. But
I don't think there's an extension on the horizon, but let's just call it what it is. This team, yes, it was Jacksonville, yes, it was Atlanta, but the defense has played better. Now we get a chance to see them. Okay, Jacksonville, I thought it was a good win. We said at that time, let's see what they do against Matt Ryan and Todd Gurley. All right, they won. They held them to 22 points. Now let's see what they do against Phillip Rivers and Jonathan Taylor. And a much better offensive line.
We're doing week by week. I'm not, worried about down the road right now because I have nothing we can do about it.
I don't think there's any harm in them if they go 9-7 this year, playoffs or not, and them coming back next year. There's no way they're getting an extension. If that happens,
Right.
it might be done forever.
Yes.
It's perfect in some ways because they're not bad enough to get a high pick right now. So you might as well try to win with what you've got, and they get to come back next year, and we'll see. That'll be the verdict once and for all. It'll be, to me, it would be playoff win next year, no matter what. And then if they don't get that, they would get let go before their final season of their contract.
Right.
I'm so tired of people devaluing wins. I don't care who it's against, and if you're 9-7, it's a hell of a lot better than being 12-1.
Look, I understand. You know better. You've actually been there. You know what it's like to win games, how hard it is to win games even against crappy teams. All right, our telephone number is 248-539-9797. That's the ticket text as well. Heather with news next.
So there's this new trend on TikTok, and it has dentists freaking out. Just wait till you hear this.
All right, 97.1 the ticket.
97.1 The Ticket would like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply.
Hi, I'm Tito Beverage, founder and master distiller at Tito's Handmade Vodka. When I got into this business, I used to make flavored vodka infusions for my friends as gifts. When I started to make a go of it, the owner of a local liquor store showed me the dust on some flavored vodka bottles that sat on the shelves. He said, you can make a straight vodka so smooth that you could drink it just by itself, then you'd really have something. So I did. And now all these years later, we still only make one flavor, vodka, flavored vodka. 80 proof Tito's Handmade Vodka, distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Tito'sVodka.com.
This is an important election announcement. Early voting is now open in Michigan. Go to iwillvote.com to find your early voting location. There are 2 convenient ways to vote early, by mail or in person. You can choose the one that works around your schedule. Go to iwillvote.com today. Paid for by the Democratic National Committee, Democrats.org, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. The Democratic National Committee is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Western Michigan Christian wanted the very best virtual learning experience, so they partnered with Applied Imaging and their NetSmart Plus division. WMC parent Amy Moorhead.
Oh, I think it's great because being able to continue with the classes at the school, and all of it is live, and there's a lot of accountability, is great. And really, the parent doesn't have to do anything.
Her daughter, Michaela, also appreciates Applied Imaging's technology solution.
Yeah, I mean, I love that this option just gives us the chance to still have interactions and relationships with the teachers, because that would be something that was missing without this technology.
Technology solutions for schools and businesses from Applied Imaging's NetSmart Plus.
I love knowing that she's getting the schooling that she's getting because we love WMC. To be able to know that she's here learning well and getting what she needs to prepare for college.
Call Applied Imaging today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedimaging.com.
So you're a small business, or a big one. You were thriving, but then, you encountered an obstacle. So how do you bounce back? You don't. You bounce forward. Time to think, plan, pivot. With Comcast Business and powerful connectivity, get serious internet that lets you go bigger. All powered by the nation's largest gig speed network. So you can do more searching, more sharing, more shipping. Which means you've got more time for planning, for making, for running the show. That sounds great if everyone's in the office. But what if no one's in the office? Bring the office to them. From bandwidth at HQ to bandwidth at home. But is your network secure? Of course it's secure. It helps protect connected devices. But how do you do this? You don't do this. We do this together. Be fast. Be flexible. Be ready for what's next. And bounce forward with Comcast Business. Go to ComcastBusiness.com to learn more.
It's game time in the Motor City, and you can catch all the fast football action with FanDuel Sportsbook at Motor City Casino. Get in on all the games you love, every play, every pass, every touchdown. Experience sports betting done right with live streaming games, 6 betting windows, Sportsbook, only at Motor City Casino.
These days, it's okay to do some things halfway, like wearing your pajama bottoms on a work call. But managing your prescriptions shouldn't be one of them. That's why CVS has a proprietary search tool to find ways that may help lower your prescription costs and will deliver them for free. No wonder CVS customers are better than most at staying on prescriptions, which tends to make you healthier. Come in or call today and get a free prescription savings review at CVS. Savings vary. Not all patients eligible for savings. Delivery restrictions apply. Visit cvs.com for details.
Capital One checking and savings accounts have no fees or minimums, and a top-rated banking app that lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere, even from your favorite hiking trail. With Capital One's app, you can check your balance, deposit checks, pay bills, and transfer money from wherever you are, anytime you want, even when you're cooking dinner. Open a fee-free checking or savings account online in about 5 minutes. This is banking reimagined. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Consumer accounts only. Approval required. Terms apply. Capital One NA member FDIC.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in Washington, D.C. The role of a journalist is to open the window into another world of experience. I feel an incredible responsibility. We have to make sure that we're right, that we're fair, but also bring Americans a greater understanding and hopefully bring Americans closer together. That's why I wanted to become a journalist.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
This is time that matters. A window of time to help protect the ones you love. Your preteen benefits from staying up to date with their well visits. This is your window of protection. Schedule their well visit now. Brought to you by Merck.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Toro Snowblowers. For grizzly winters, you need a Toro Power Max snowblower. It's a beast on snow. Act now, get up to $100 off on select Toro Power Max snowblowers. See your Toro retailer now. Win winter with a Toro. We're still watching the eastbound I-94 ramp to Michigan Ave. That's closed due to a train derailment. On eastbound I-94, traffic is slow from Greenfield. And Washtenaw County officials asking drivers to avoid I-94 eastbound near Zeeb Road. An accident there leaves only one lane open. I'm Julia Deal with traffic.
97.1 The Ticket and CBS Sports Radio 1270. Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One. The Carolina Panthers host the Atlanta Falcons. Thursday night football. Pre-game at 8 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Dodgers win the World Series last night, 3-1 over the Rays, 4 games to 2. Corey Seager, the MVP of the series. He was hitless last night. Controversy, Blake Snell. Rays starter, 5 1/3, 9 strikeouts, 2 hits, 73 pitches, and then gets pulled. Of course, the Dodgers scored 2 runs off of the reliever, Nick Anderson. Unbelievable. Lions get Everson Griffin from Dallas for a conditional 6th-round pick. And Tyler Bertuzzi has been awarded $3.5 million in arbitration. All right, time for news. Here's Heather.
So listen to this, guys. An Arizona realtor is now out of a job after going on a racist rant that was all caught on camera. I think we call him a Ken. I think that's the male version of a Karen. He is a Ken. So this real estate agent, he confronted 2 black men that were outside of his condo, telling them that they weren't welcome in the area because of their skin color. So in this video, which is now went viral, so I'm sure you could see it, the realtor actually asked these guys why they're out there taking pictures outside of his building, and then he actually admits that he is a racist.
Why are you coming over here? I just want to see what you guys do. Why is it your business? It's my home. Okay, mine too. Why are you taking pictures? I live in Scottsdale. Why are you taking pictures? Yeah. Why are you taking pictures? Well, you know what? We've had problems. I don't care. You don't know me. Why are you taking pictures of me? And I don't know you. Do you know a lot of white men are doing racist things in this world, sir? No. You don't know that? You're not aware of that? Racist. You are a racist. I'm a racist. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So what's your point? Why are you here? Because this is a no zone. Not really. Oh, is it? Not really, sir. Tell me. It's not a not. So I'm here.
Oh boy. Yeah. Anyway,
realtor was arrested on disorderly conduct charges, and he was fired from his job